Have you lost a bunch of weight in phase 1 on hyperketosis and now you're wondering, how do I do phase 2? Let's talk about that today. My name is Susan Camille. I'm a licensed acupuncturist and clinical herbalist and healthy weight loss coach. And we're going to talk about phase 2 because this is a big question that comes up for a lot of people, including myself when I first did it. I lost 45 pounds on hyperketosis and I lost about 20 pounds in the first 40 days. So the whole point of phase 2 is to not go over 5 pounds over your new set point weight that you got down to in phase 1. So phase 1 is a 40-day program. At the end of those 40 days, you take your weight. That's your new set point weight. That's what you don't want to go over 5 pounds over in phase 2, which is now a 20-day program. This is now considered a maintenance program. So all we're trying to do is maintain our weight. If you do lose a little bit of weight in phase 2, that's perfectly fine too, but you don't want to go over that 5 pounds. There are two options for how to do phase 2. The first one is go ahead and look up your maintenance calories, BMR calculator. Look that up online, find out your maintenance calories by putting in your information, and it will tell you what they are. Now you're going to put in your macros. Your macros are 75% fat, 5% carb, and 20% protein. That will be your macronutrient distribution because it is a high fat, low carb, traditional keto approach in phase 2. Again, it's a high fat, low carb, kind of different from phase 1 where it's high fiber, very low fat. And this is going to help replenish the fats in your system as well as start to level out your insulin and keep things stable for the most part. So if you don't want to count calories, you don't have to. You can do portions, and that's almost a similar structure to phase 1. Some people really appreciate that. So you are now going to, as best you can, eat within an 8-hour eating window. If you want to do more like a 10 or 12, that's fine too, but a few days a week, I would definitely suggest an 8-hour eating window. Still take your weight every day, still log your food, whether it's in an app or just writing it out. So we still want to stay very engaged with how our body is responding to what we're eating. You can also start to incorporate movement. So I highly recommend doing some kind of muscle or strength training, and as you're starting to replenish your fats in your system, and you are able to then build muscle. So that second way, as I mentioned, is you're going to go ahead and count your portions. Within your eating window, you can do 2 meals